Hey, what's going on, guys? Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be analyzing a clip from my live stream earlier today on Twitch. If you guys don't follow me on Twitch, I highly recommend that you do at twitch.tv/abyss. The link will also be down below in the description. I'm just going to be talking about what's going on in this clip, explaining everything, and then trying to just kind of go through it step by step. And I just want to see how this goes. It's going to be a bit of an experimental video. If you guys like this type of content, just make sure to let me know down below in the comments, and I can do this more often on top of what I already upload. But videos like this are going to be really easy for me to make. They're not going to take a lot of time, and I could do them like really frequently, provided that I have the right clips. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. So long story short, I attacked this guy at the Revenant dungeon. He's in some pretty good risk. He's also skulled up because he has an amulet of avarice. I'm assuming this guy's risking probably about 4, maybe 5 mil, if not more. And on top of that, I knew that I could get him because I already hit him with a TB on the first try. So we're going to try and get this guy, and let's see how this goes. Currently, the Revenant caves, the best and easiest way to escape from a PKer is just by spamming in and out of the cave entrance. This is a horrible game mechanic that Jags has neglected once again and completely overlooked. You can basically just click on it over and over again, and if the PKer that's hunting you has bad ping or doesn't click on it at the same time as you do, you'll easily be able to log out. In my opinion, this totally ruins the spirit of PKing, since you can't even rely on your own game mechanics to hunt somebody. But even knowing that this coding was in place, this person that I'm hunting decided to run away from the cave. This here made me a little bit suspicious because, well, why would somebody give up an easy and almost guaranteed escape to run further away? Fair play. Maybe this guy had a little trick up his sleeve after all. In the wilderness, NPCs will automatically be aggressive to you as long as you're not in combat, so when it comes down to it, this is probably the best spot for him to tank. He ran into the zombie pit, and there's over 50 zombies in here. I mean, if you get close to even one of them, they'll hit you off the kill, and that'll give him an opportunity to log out. Now, when it comes down to it, I'm pretty good at this though. I mean, I PK in the wilderness all the time, so I know how to use my surroundings to get an advantage, and obviously not get hit by the NPCs because I'll hit them before they get too close, or I'll hug them. The only thing that can really stop me from doing this is if I splash a lot, and as you guys can see, my RNG has been pretty good ever since we got in here, so I might still be able to lock down this kill. On the RuneLite PvP tracker, you can see that I've done 600 damage so far, and if you know anything about basic math, you can tell that that's about 10 brews. Brews heal 64, and obviously 10 times 6 is 640 damage, so I've basically done this guy's entire inventory already, and to make matters worse, I just re-TB'd him. So I've got this guy in the wilderness for an additional 5 minutes, and he's very low on supplies. Two things at this point are going through my head. Option number 1, he's forgot a teleport and he's trying his best to get away and he doesn't really know what he's doing. Or option 2, I'm about to get lured and this guy has lowered my super restores down to 2 or 3 to make sure that whatever team hits me is going to get a guaranteed smite, because I'm not going to have enough restores to keep my prayer up. At this point, I knew one of two things was going to happen. One, I was going to get the kill because I've done nearly 800 damage to him so far, or B, a team logs in and TBs me. And of course, it was the team. This guy actually did a really good job baiting me. I didn't think a team would hit me below 30 wilderness, and they ended up logging in right underneath him and TB'd me at the perfect time. As you can see, my inventory is very low on supplies. I've only got 3 brews, not even. And as far as brews, I mean, we're at about 8. I got no team helping me out. I'm hella far away from the revenant caves. And on top of that, my defense bonuses are less than full runes. So if we make it out of this, it's going to be a miracle. Now that was a close call. And being fair, I definitely got some insane RNG on my way to the Revenant Caves. If they had hit a few more freezes, I definitely would have died, but in this instance, it's a good thing that I decided to bring the Dragonfire Ward, which has 26 mage defense, instead of the usual Elysian Spirit Shield that I would bring when solo PKing, since it was definitely the mage defense that saved me. And if you're wondering how I escaped, I've been meaning to make a video talking about the mechanics of inside the Revenant Caves, but basically, as long as you have the last hit on your opponent when they're frozen, you can always get away. If you time your opponent's freeze properly, you can entangle them and run behind the wall, and as long as you have the last hit, you will always escape. But if he had attacked me even just one time while I was running, even though he was frozen, any of his teammates could have hit me before I would have had the chance to log. With just 2 brews left, I had only maybe 1 or 2 tries to give this a go, and it was obviously a blessing that I managed to get it on the first try. Let's take a quick second to look at some of these defense bonuses. When I'm using the Dragonfire Ward setup, which I was using in the video, all of my defense bonuses are well under 200 with the exception of range. 176 mage isn't that bad. Mage defense is kind of hard to get up there without spending a ton of money. But yeah, as you can see, these defense bonuses are full glass cannon. You'd probably be surprised to see that even using an Elysian Spirit Shield with this setup, the bonuses are not much better. In fact, your range defense is actually lower. Melee defense has gone up a little bit, and your magic defense has dropped quite a bit as well to 150. You're going to get hit with every barrage at 150 mage defense. However, Ellie does negate some damage, so obviously this setup is still going to be probably tankier than the one before it, but the scariest part is that a full set of rune is tankier than both of the previous setups, despite being tier 40 worth about 200k. As you can see, the melee defense has gone up quite a bit. Range defense is roughly the same, and of course magic defense is going to be much lower. But that there just kind of goes to show that when you PK in crystal armor, which is what all the best PKers in the game are using nowadays, you're in an extremely squishy and glass cannon setup. You're not going to be able to tank too much, and that is actually why I use an Ellie with that gear, because honestly, if you have a team on you, there's almost no way that you're going to live, and without the Revenant Caves, nobody would PK in this setup because you would just get killed every single time you got TB'd. And that is it for the video today, guys. I know I don't usually upload videos like this. I usually have long PK montages where I just go through and fight a bunch of people. But like I said earlier, I kind of wanted to try and experiment a little bit. Obviously, if you guys didn't enjoy the video, just let me know down below in the comments, because the dislike bar doesn't work anymore for some reason. But if you guys want me to make more stuff like this where I kind of analyze clips or just tell you guys about what's going on step by step, maybe some of you guys will enjoy it. Other than that, I really just wanted to upload some more tanking content. I haven't been able to do that since Rev Caves came out because none of the clans are active anymore, and obviously I don't really get that good of tank content, and this is probably the only time I've had a real tank test in the last couple weeks. So I just wanted to share it with you guys instead of just throwing it into a video. I thought I could maybe make something that would help people either learn a bit about the wilderness or maybe just give people a bit of a different perspective. Either way, let me know what you guys thought down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.